近期，菲律宾挑衅升级，南海争端加剧，这与其他国家煽风点火息息相关。南海问题本是中非两国之间的矛盾，欧美各国、日本、澳大利亚等国接连下场参贺，让形势日益严峻。英国外籍学者马克·霍斯金认为，这展现了这些国家的两副面孔，将引发世界更多问题。
I think it's disruptive. The MDT did not used to apply to any of the features in the South China Sea or Filipino forces that were on them. This is a new development. And so when you look at that and the way that the US has been encouraging in respect of things like the tribunal decision, and so a lot of this is about America's own sense of national security and how they can respond to what they see as the rise of China, which they see as a threat. It's only how rapidly it's developed since particularly reform and opening up that has caused concern. But I think China has a view of its territory down in the South China Sea. That's not offensive, it's defensive. I don't see China, and it's actually within Mao thought, to expand overseas in the same ways that the US has or Britain did, and actually build an overseas empire. China's a trading nation. They just want to trade with the world. That requires peace and stability. It requires people to have perspectives that are positive about China and about their own futures, because then they'll purchase things, they'll spend money. You'll get the circulation of wealth globally. That's what China wants. So I think these comments about how China is being aggressive and offensive in the way that it operates in the South China Sea and elsewhere are wrong, and it's done because people don't really understand China very well. They're thinking of it and applying their own standards and their own historical behaviors. There was a dispute between, let's say, Britain and another country, say France. They would not want anyone external to that involved. And they would just claim it's their domestic bilateral issue and everyone else should leave them alone to resolve it. If necessary, they would go to arbitration. That's happened in the past in the English Channel over fishing rights, for example. They've reached bilateral agreements over that. And so doing that on one hand, and then on the other hand saying, well, we have to be concerned about this. This is part of our reach out into the Indo-Pacific region now that Brexit has happened. It is a bad one to take because it shows two different faces. It shows the same, basically, hypocrisy, but as well as that, it doesn't show a desire for there to be any form of peaceful resolution. The US, of course, being a primary one, Britain playing a supporting role in that, Australia saying they want to be more involved and help train, like, for example, Filipino naval forces, and all of those things, they're just going to lead to an arms race. They're going to cause further issues, and they can't result in any form of peaceful negotiations or resolution in this.